Try again tomorrow.
Our town is peaceful. Have a pleasant stay. Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage?
Welcome to Velia. I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante. Aren't you the one being credited with defeating Rednose? Your praises are being sung by the great Captain Cliff. If you'd chosen to enlist, I'm certain you'd have been set for life. Anyway, the Sage Alustin is waiting for you. We sincerely welcome you to Velia. Anyway, the Sage Alustin is waiting.
This says that Rednose has been defeated.
If that's the case, why the hell's this village still in this state? I heard they're still drafting soldiers. How about you? It's all because of those damn goblins.
My love, what would I tell Helen? To think I'd be widowed at my age.
I prayed this year would be free from that curse, and yet here we are in another drought.
Aye, and the chief's granddaughter's coming of age this year.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
Gah, what's the meaning of all this?
The trade wagon that left yesterday has been raided. Again.
Hardell is considering severing ties with us.
Goblins again? How many guards do we need to stop them? The entire guild will starve at this rate.
Oh, wise one, this village is filled with bad spirits.
Shouldn't we do something with the chief's granddaughter first?
In times like these, we need to stay vigilant from within as well. And to do so... My friends, there's no need to think of alchemy as something difficult. Alchemy begins with understanding the fundamental principles of all things. Everything exists based on...
What's happening?
Look, that staff is shaking.
This device is supposed to react to black energy. My friends, don't panic. It is just a small amount of energy. By any chance, is there a stranger among us? A greater world awaits your discovery. Welcome, adventurer. You seem to bear a dark energy, eons old. I am Alustan, an alchemist who feels eons old himself at times. Some see these wrinkles as a sign of wisdom, but a wise man would avoid such an unhealthy obsession with black stones. Bruno and Cliff have told me all I need to know of Red Nose tearing through the Dark Rift and his defeat at your hands. To cause such noticeable mutations in his physical appearance means that the Black Stone was of extremely high purity. To have such an item in his possession, this man clad in black, we should not take him lightly. We should undertake our investigation discreetly. Lance is away on some other task. I suppose I have no other choice. I would like you to assist my other daughter in investigating this matter. However, let us speak on this elsewhere. There are far too many prying eyes here. I would like you to assist my other daughter.
Some beetle wings, parasitic bee lava sauce, and let's see, a drop of imp's tear, and then... Oh, this happens every single time I try to make rouge. Oh, welcome. Hello, adventurer. Hiya, Papa. You've brought someone along? Friends of my father get better deals. They're basically just watered-down versions of Florence's potions anyway. I'm kidding! Please, buy my wares.
Eileen, save your sales pitch. I've a task for you. Think you can handle it?
What? Another one? But I just finished the last one. Can't Florence just swoop in and save the day?
Well, if you don't want this opportunity to meet a black spirit host in the flesh...
What? No way. Look at those dreamy eyes. Nothing like the vacant corpse-like expressions I read about.
Eileen, manners.
Oops. Did I say that out loud? I'll just go stick my head in a cauldron and die now.
Come now, child. No need for dramatics. They are in need of your aid.
Me? Specifically? Sure you didn't just confuse me for Clarence? Gosh, okay, let's see. How long have you been exposed? Oh, wow, that's a bit excessive. And likely to have accelerated the spirit's encroachment. Tell me, does ceaseless whispering fill your head? Do you have an unquenchable thirst? Is that thirst for apocalyptic chaos?
Eileen!
Got it, Papa. I'll... can do it. Definitely. Probably.
I've received a summons from the Grand Chamberlain Jordine. There are urgent matters at Alejandro Farm to which I must attend. I'll be expecting fair tidings upon my return. Adventurer, Please give Eileen your full cooperation.
Right. Clarence will be off to college soon, setting the academic world on fire, while I do my best to find a man who trusts me not to set his meals on fire. Why was I talking about fire? Oh, right! My training! Time to test some chemical reactions, but I'm all out of material. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I hate to ask for a favor already, but... You gathered so many so quickly? Guess I've got nothing to fear with you around. Though, as soon as we smite one wicked task, another always rears its head. So, I don't see the harm in us taking our time with them. Papa said you needed help, but... what's a couple of hours? Why don't we take a short walk over to the church? See that bell tower over there? Why don't you, go on ahead? I need to touch up my faith for church.
Shirking your alchemical studies again. I see. No surprises there. What does surprise me is how it's a new man every time. What do they see in you? Shirking your alchemical studies again.
May the grace of our Lord Elion be with you at all times.
Please find my cat.
Protect us, me and my wife, forever.
Lord Elion has guided me to Velia. I love Velia. Even the smiles of the children here are lovely. Not only is deep faith present here in this city, but Serendia and Caltheon also share the depth in Eloy's.
I didn't doze off. I was awake a while ago.
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today. You've likely not ever set foot in the desert, nor heard tale of the Black Desert and the salvation of Elion. There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might, sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that span from Calpheon to Valencia. But these seeds only bloomed into the fruits of war between those nations, who watered the great desert with blood, until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by two names. For the countless black stones, Calpheonians know it as the Black Desert. But for the countless lives lost, Valencians call it Red. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, Let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to Elion. My faithful congregation who've gathered here today. You've likely not ever set foot in the desert, nor heard tale of the Black Desert and the salvation of Elion. There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might, sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that span from Calphion to Valencia. But these seeds only bloomed into the fruits of war between those nations, who watered the great desert with blood, until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was now that Elion has lifted the veil, my faithful congregation.
Please find my cat.
Please accept my prayer I give with all my heart.
Hey, I didn't doze off. I was awake a while ago.
I've contributed as best I could.
Please, don't take my mother away. Lord, could you guide my cat back to me? Stop bothering me.
Hey, I didn't doze off. I was awake a while ago.
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today. You've likely... There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might, sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that... But these seeds only bloomed into the fruits of war between those nations, who watered the great desert with blood, until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by...
Oh, there you are.
So long after,
Shall we sit together?
Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us
Shirking your alchemical studies again? I see. No surprises there. What does surprise me is how it's a new man every time. Hello, I'm Florence, Eileen's twin sister. Father filled me in. I only came here to confirm my suspicions. Now listen here. The Black Spirit is biding its time, waiting until you're spent and exhausted. And when you show the slightest sign of weakness, you will be under its control in an instant. My advice, go get some rest. As for my sister, well, it seems she's already lost interest in you. Don't dawdle here listlessly. Go find Chief Igor Bartali. He's known to treat adventurers with the utmost hospitality.
I was once considered a great adventurer, but I ultimately hung my helmet here. I must admit, I sometimes regret it. Ah, so you're the one Alustin spoke of. We finally meet. I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. Welcome to Velia. was a time when I too dreamt of becoming a great adventurer, and I would love to hear of your heroic encounter with Red Nose. But first, I must attend to a small matter requested of me by the Grand Chamberlain. How about you tell your tale over a meal at the Lunar Halo Inn? It's right over there. My wife, Eastlyn, will treat you to some refreshments. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
You made a good choice to come to Lunar Halo Inn. Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. You can call me it. Rowdy drunkards think getting pot-shotting is an excuse for breaking a dish or two, but I make sure everyone pays for their mistakes. Here's fair warning to you. Those two over there act like brothers once a little ale's in them. In the court, that one over there just... Oh, look at the old man. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your moon train with a cheese bread. That's a staple of ours. Good, good. Take a seat over there. My husband's probably dying to see you.
Imps are all for me to eat.
Oh, Eastlyn is talkative as ever. Sometimes she keeps customers so long that the food goes cold. Finally, I've been looking forward to dining together and hearing the wealth of stories you have to tell. First, tell me of Red Nose. Tell me everything, theatrics and all. Who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down?
I can hardly see you. You're the size of my thumb. Boxes are all for me to eat. Quick! Parasitic bees are all for me to eat. Quick!
When did she become an officer? I can't remember. She was quite the bright child. But however did Red Nose become leader of the imps? As I recall, he was ever so tiny and timid. The black stone given unto Red Nose became one filled with rage. I've no idea what that man is up to. If only I was younger, I'd need just to wave my finger to teach him a lesson. Ah, well. Frustrating though it may be, in times like this, repeat after me. Things are looking up. See? Feels good. Once more. Things are looking up. Your grand journey is still underway, and arduous times are yet to come. Dig deep and shout this out to steel your nerves in those moments.
Well now, what's this? You two together? Things are looking up. Things are looking up.
Oh, Uno. It has been some time. Where have you been quenching your thirst while your old friend's throat is dry?
Me just had a pint at the Dancing Marlin to celebrate our defeat of Red Nose. Cheers! And yet to think a black stone of such high purity brings me back to the days when there were yet hairs on your head.
I'm telling you, it's all gone in an instant. But I, too, am reminded of the tale of the Great Desert. 10 years past now.
This is your first time hearing it, right? Listen well, it's quite the tale. 10 years passed. In the distant desert, a sudden and strange phenomenon occurred. The ground beneath the sands cracked wide, and an ancient ruin burst forth. It was the ruins of Histria, once existing only in ancient texts. Held deep within her, a final chamber composed of the purest black stones.
He's been on about this story for a decade now. My ears can't take it any longer. Be present. It's the year 286. 286.
Nostalgia serves as the greatest drive in the twilight years of a senile old fool. And yet, thanks to what occurred back then, business has never stopped booming.
Never thought I'd see the day when Igor the Adventurer was properly domesticated. The things love will do to us, eh?
I may not look it now, but I was indeed quite the adventurer in my day. People would travel far and wide to consult with me on matters of Histria.
Look at the stone spider flaunting his carapace to the stone-back crab, like he's forgotten he's speaking with the continent's foremost imp expert. And on my honor, I swear on that day I clearly saw it. The shining star fall into the hills of the forest of seclusion.
That nonsense again. Give it a rest, my dear friend. No one found the star, not even a scrap of metal in that area.
I promise you, before my dying breath, I shall uncover its secret. I, Uno, am a man of my word. Believe it.
Where's the joy for the soldiers?
I promise you, before...
This stuff is great.
Careful. Do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard. Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows?
Oh, Dronin, you're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. Shannon Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you had a pretty rowdy night at the tavern, so he brought you back here. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And maybe apologize for dueling his anvil. Let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Yes, the chief's granddaughter. You could say she's the princess of the town. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown worse. Now, a dark figure has begun to invade her mind. We're going to pay her a visit. Though, please understand, for anyone so shy, and who suffers as she suffers, a smile would be hard to muster. Oh, poor Emma. She's the only person who's opened their heart to me. I must find a way to rid her of her vile infestation. Nightmares of the Kingdom of Kron often haunt Emma. People do not talk about it, saying it's a curse that befell the family. See, she's a descendant of that house, and they sacrificed the lives of their citizens to an immortal alchemist in return for eternal life. That family, they treat the curse like it's nothing, like it's a normal part of any child's formative years. Nonsense, I say. No wonder she shuns people. I'm counting on you to get close to her heart. Here, have a look at this. 150 years have passed since the fall of the Kingdom of Kron. Yet, House Bartali still remains in the public eye. Grave robbers have once again stolen Noir Bartali III's treasure, a piece of heaven. However, the town has shown no pity, saying that it's a well-deserved punishment. The chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking with adventurers all the time, but he really cares about the town, more than anyone else. He gave me a place to set up my own shop. And he's serious about restoring the Bartali name. The Bartali family store their ashes in an ossuary north of this town. A place like that, teeming with Kron's secrets, must have some clues. Go ahead and take the path near the church. I'll check in on our dear, hungover Dr. Uno, and then join you.